Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Maya and today we're doing my go-to makeup. I wouldn't say every day because I don't wear makeup every day, but this is fairly easy, very beginner friendly. I already washed my face, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with my skincare. So I have this Jumiso Snail Mucin. I'm just going to use that for hydration. It's about 2 to 3 pumps. I'm gonna take the AirPod out so I can really get the full face. I definitely need to remember how to gently put skincare on, but that is my way of doing it, I guess. So there's that, and then I'm gonna just do one other skincare product, which is sunscreen by the same brand. This is running low, and I don't really want to use all that I need to, so today we're just gonna go in one pump. I know it's bad. We have overcast today. Am I going outside? Maybe. But I don't know when I'm gonna buy a new one, so I'm just gonna only do one today. I know it's bad, but normally I do 2 fingers of sunscreen. And it is a lot of product, so it takes a while to rub it in. Like the way this product is. It's like a little goes a long way, but you're supposed to not skimp out on sunscreen. This is literally gonna be my base makeup. It's just skincare. This is a new foundation look. I wanted to do foundation, but I was like, you know what? We'll save that for another video of my elevated go-to makeup look. So there's the sunscreen all there. Just make sure it's nicely rubbed in. Do you ever hate when you watch a YouTube video and someone's doing their makeup or skincare and you just feel like they put more on one side than the other? But maybe it's just the way they edited, I don't know. But I'm just trying to make sure I get all sides evenly, but it's probably gonna look weird when I edit it out. I'm gonna get a little lip chapstick. I'll say lip gloss. A little chapstick. A little prep. So usually when I'm on the go, all of my palettes are pretty big and I have more than one palette because I feel like I don't have one palette that suits all of my needs. So it's just frustrating to carry a bunch of palettes because none of them, you know what I mean? I need an all-in-one palette, but it's usually that I'm using 1 or 2 shades from each palette and I have multiple palettes. So what I like to do, good old trusty dusty, well not dusty, but well, maybe a little dusty things kind of fading out, but this is the NYX soft matte lip cream in the shade Sao Paulo. I cannot speak any language, let alone Spanish. I think it's Sao Paulo. Don't come for me. So it's a very pigmented pink, so I put it on the back of my hand so I can control how much is going on my face. I'm just gonna use my fingers because again I usually am on the train when I'm doing this makeup. I get my mirror. I just start just on the lid, really. Just little by little building it. I'd rather not see it at first and then get to a point where I like it than to start with too much and then try to get rid of it, especially because I'm on the train, so I usually can't really remove any makeup. Any mistakes I make, I have to get inventive and work with what I have. See? So I just got a little pink on the other side. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm really liking this. I feel like my lighting is so bad, so I can't really tell. I think one side has more. I don't want to overdo it. So we're just doing a single color because, again, this is one of those things that's when I'm on the train, I don't have a whole bunch of stuff with me to do my makeup. I'm gonna add a little bit on the corner at the bottom. It's right there. I trust the process on this one. And sometimes if I put too much, I'll just use a different finger to blend it out and remove some of the product. In true fashion, I am not even going to use color corrector. although I really want to for my under eyes because I don't usually have my color corrector on me. So the next portion, my friends, is eyeliner. Eyeliner is the most tricky one. One of those things that like I don't want to say that because I don't want to psych myself out, but eyeliner is one of those interesting ones. So I like to do a sort of straight liner, follow the natural line of my eye. I have this like natural shadow like right here. It's more apparent on this eye because I think my eyes are slightly different from, it's natural, but your eyes will be slightly different from each other. I realize I'm looking over here because like the mirror, I can see myself. Anyway, the side always a little bit of a struggle because like the shadow is not, maybe if I turn this way I can see it more, but the shadow is just not the same. I usually start with my right eye just because I'm right-handed, but I feel like it's kind of a bad idea because I always get to my left eye and then I struggle. And it's easier to manipulate this eye than it is the other one, but we're just going for it now. I'm just following that shadow of my eye, and it usually gives me a pretty nice liner. So again, this is kind of straight. Maybe mostly straight, and this work in pro tip, work in very teeny strokes. I used to try to do like a longer line, but I find it is so much better to just work in teeny little strokes. I mean, sometimes I make a line if I'm like confident in where I'm going, but generally speaking, you want teeny little strokes. It works so much better because if you blink, it's just not as devastating to you. I'm using my finger nail to just kind of clean up the line below, and just bring it across the lid. Ooh, it's already looking nice. I have forgot what it's like to do my makeup sitting still. Usually I'm doing makeup on the train if I do my makeup at all. These days I rarely do my makeup anymore. And I miss doing my makeup. Actually, one of my goals this year is to get better at base makeup because I rarely do base makeup. But when I do it, I feel like there's definitely ways to improve. Like it doesn't look awful, but I feel like there's definitely ways I can improve my base makeup. But yeah, it's a really fine felt tip. I really like this one. I'm not really a felt tip person, but this one's really nice. I got it from Ulta. I use it so much that I don't even know what brand this is. I do not know what the name of this one is. It just is precise all day, but I don't know. I mean, it's the color black, but all the stuff is faded off. How do I feel about this? It's better. It's not perfect, but you know, you do what you can. So we're gonna leave it there because I'm nervous to try to make them look like twinsies, so they will just be cousins. They don't even really look like sisters. They're gonna be cousins because it said so. Maybe I like this eye so much better than this one, but I don't want to do anything else, so we're just gonna leave it. I love how I said I'm not gonna do anything else, and then I literally go back in and I do something else. Sure, I'm going to take what's left of that color and just put a little here. I like to put it right on the bridge of my nose in this little area and blend it out a lot. Just a little dab here. Because I notice like in the cold, especially if I'm wearing like sunglasses or shades or even just regular glasses, like this part of my nose gets cold. So we're doing kind of like a cold look. I like the like kind of like the cross between the I'm cold and the I've been crying look. I don't know why, but I like that makeup. Maybe because it's just literally pink everywhere and I love pink. So why not? I just blend it out as much as I can where it's I used to want it to be super noticeable, but it's like, it's gonna be noticeable. You just need to make sure it's not too like patchy looking, or I don't know what the other word for it is, but like you want it to be subtle. So for me, I have like these wonderful under eye bags slash like just a lot of space under my eye here. And so I try to avoid it a little bit. I used to do my makeup like the blush right on it. I realized that's not the best. So I do it like a little overlapping, and then right here where my bone is, closer to the center. I don't really like makeup like blush here on me because I already have a pretty long face and I already have, you know, I don't feel like I need to like sharpen my face more. I like to soften my face. So I put my blush right here, like a little a ways like from the center of your eye, of your iris or pupil. You want to start here and then kind of come to like the outside of your eye or wherever your liner stops. I find that to be my favorite. I haven't tried too many different blush techniques, but I've tried enough to know this is the one I like. And then I kind of just blend it outwards on the edges so that it looks a little more seamless and not just like a circle. I know it's like really trending to do your blush there, but that's the thing. Don't do a makeup look because it's trending. Do it because you like it on your face and it suits your face. And there's ways to make things suit your face too, but there are certain things that probably just won't, you know? I don't know. That's just what I think. You can bring it a little lower too. I think I'm gonna do that. Just a little here. You don't want it too close to your nose. For me personally, I tend to have a little redness here. It's subtle, but like I have a little bit of redness here, so I try not to connect my blush with that, especially when I'm not using any color corrector or any foundation. So I brought my blush a little bit lower. It's something I never usually do, but I actually like it because it shortens my face a little and it makes it look more full in this area. So we're gonna just take whatever's left. I'm sure it's probably dried out by now, but now this is just like the circle area, more my acne scars, but you know, boom. So that's what I like. I think that's gonna be my new thing, is adding a wider area of blush, because usually when I do blush, I do it like right here. And I think going just a little below it might be my new thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna add just a little bit more. We're almost done. So I'm gonna add a little bit more again. Just dab it off a little and just do like the corner here. Also because some of it got wiped off, but I'm doing just a little outside where that bone is. I'm just going a little here, a little under, like in this, just connecting it again on this area. A little too much on there, but it's okay, it's okay. Take another finger and just blend it out some. Connect them. So there, just add it on the outsides. Do that more cryy, I'm cold look. And I'm going to add even more. Yeah, it's like, when is it gonna end? Do you ever use this on your lips? I do, but I love this shade so much that I use it as blush and eyeshadow, so I need to get more. And then I'm gonna add, I have a more flat, like I have a baby clef, so I don't do it too much. I just do on the outsides. I don't connect them. This is like extra. I don't always do this, but I like to add just a little bit on the outsides. Yeah, just make it like really faded. Almost not noticeable, but like noticeable. And I want it to look like I was crying. So I avoid my little clef, which is not that noticeable, but my little clef right there, I ignore it. Leave that space, and I just go out there, and then just blend it out so it's not too noticeable. I'm gonna use a different shade. This is another NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is in the shade Cans. Can you see that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna use this. This is a more warm shade, and I'm gonna use just a teensy bit of this shade, the Canez. I would call it Canales, but I never realized there's no L in it. I'm just gonna let a little bit over my lip right here, just a teeny bit. Don't let it here. Don't let it go too high. The reason why I use this shade is because it's not as pigmented. I feel like a lot of the reason why I didn't like doing this as much and I stopped doing it is because I've always used this shade, the shade that's here, instead of this shade. So I'm gonna use this shade instead. It's something more subtle. And it's just a little bit, like it's barely there. I'm gonna actually use a little bit under. I saw someone else do this recently and watched a video last night. I used to also do like underneath here. This used to be something I used to do a lot. So this is kind of still part of my go-to, but I haven't done it in a while. I'm just using different shades, and I think I like this better. I'm gonna do brows first and then do my mascara. So I'm just gonna brush them up. Yep. And then just take the line and kind of clean it up. Boom. Don't know if you saw that, but just take it and never angle my hand like this, but you get the idea. And then I'm gonna go and fill it. This one's like a little too light of a brown, and I feel with my liner it's pretty dark, so I'm gonna go with this shade. I'll take Cardi thing into here. This is like a darker brown, and although my hair is black, I realize using brown for my eyebrows is so much better. It's less harsh, and honestly, even if I put too much on, like I can get away with it more now that it's a lighter shade. Although it's still dark, but it's not as dark as my natural hair color, so it like that balances itself out. See, it's coming in really like full looking, really dark, but it doesn't feel too overpowering like when I used to do black when I first started doing my brows. So I'm just doing that same thing, brushing it all the way up, getting it through the hairs. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So now I'm gonna do mascara. By the way, the eyeliner I used, the brow brush, whatever, it's just a regular spoolie. But this is from Wet n Wild. And this is also from I buy a lot of Wet n Wild, guys. Just because it's easy. It's $5 below. It's cheap. You know? Drugstore stuff. This is all drugstore makeup. It's easy. Make your life so much easier. So now I'm gonna go in with, what is this? This is Essence Lash Like a Boss. Can you see that? Essence Lash Like a Boss? I don't know. I went to Ulta and I was like, I don't have mascara. Like my mascara was just like dead. And I ran to Ulta just before I had to go to work. And they were like, I'm like, I need a mascara. I don't know what to get. And I wasn't really a big fan of the one I had just ran out of. So I was like, please help. Fun fact, when you do your mascara, you want to follow like where your lashes go. So usually on the inner corner, you want to go on an angle coming out this way. I think I put a little too much on there. We can always fix that after. And then you do your center straight up. And then you do your outer corner going up on this diagonal. So it goes like inner diagonal, straight up, outer diagonal. And then I'm gonna do the little bottom. I don't always do the bottom. I like to do the bottom on a slightly more dry brush. Can you see that? Blink, 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 blink. I'm almost done. So there's lips now. So what I've been doing lately is using a liner. I used to have a really big liner. I'm gonna go with Vintage. I need to sharpen it soon. So yeah, I'm just gonna take Vintage and line lips. I don't really like to overline, to be honest with you. Like, I don't mind adding like a little shadow and like a little like depth to it, but I'm not overlining because overlining is not, it doesn't look right on my lips, in my opinion. I've done it before. It gave me that pouty look. I feel like it only looks good in like pictures and on certain people. I don't know. I think it only looks good in pictures, to be honest with you. Because it came out nice in pictures. I did it once. Took pictures, it looked great. And then I just kind of hated it. I'm gonna blend it out a little. Lastly, my favorite, yet another NYX product because I love NYX. By the way, this is the NYX Fat Oil, the fat lip oil. And this is in the shade Supermodel, which is my favorite. Okay, so that is the final makeup look. It's really simple, it's really go-to, but it's also effective. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, I hope you guys give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely subscribe because I will be doing a lot more makeup videos to come. There will be more detailed makeup tutorials and get readies with me just for fun. And my goal this year is to get really good at face makeup. So if you want to see that and come along for that journey, definitely join me. I also like pay attention to a lot of those final details to like elevate your makeup skills. Like, this is pretty good. Can you believe that I used to struggle and I used to make my makeup look so bad? And sometimes I still do when I try to do new things. But yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night whenever you watch this. Like, comment. Oh, definitely comment. Tell me what things you want help with in your makeup, or things you want like me to make videos for. Let me know if you want to know more about color theory in makeup. I love color theory for makeup, clothes, and of course art. So if you guys want to know more about that, and I'm still continuing learning about it, but I know a decent amount. So if you want to know, I got you. I can help you understand your undertones and what makeup to buy accordingly. But yeah, just anything at all. I will definitely have more content around makeup because again, I miss it. I want to do it more, but also fashion, and I like to call it more style because I don't really follow like fashion trends, but style, makeup, vlogging, lifestyle content, it's all gonna be here. So definitely stay tuned for that, and thank you again for watching this video. Bye.